sure we're good here. Isn't too bad.
No, it's not.
Let me put the air on for a little bit. It's got kind of hot back there. I think it's real hot. As a matter of fact, it is currently 76.
76 in here?
Yep.
Where you see that at?
There.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
It's a Galileo thermometer.
I was really trying to figure the whole entire time. What was that?
Yeah, it's an old school thermometer that is measured at 80, 76. The lowest it goes down to, it's not dusty here, is 64 degrees.
Wow.
So I think what it is that each bulb in there has an oil
that tells you.
that I think is designed to. Okay, so you know what convection cells are?
Yeah, I heard of it. Yes.
Okay, so we got a couple in the audience here. If for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, back before I had this place to myself, I found a Galileo thermometer at a TJ Maxx actually.
Wow.
It was like $20. I wanted to get it because it looked really cool.
Okay.
And the idea is that water, the water, warms and cools because that's just how heat and crap works.
Gotcha.
So what they did was they put like there's 5 bulbs in here. There's like a red one, a blue one, an orange one, a green one, and a purple one, and each one is at like different temperatures and whatnot.
Okay.
So I think they put like specific oils in there, and I believe it's an oil that gets heavier and lighter depending on how hot and cold the water is.
Okay, yeah. So if it gets lower, it's colder. If it gets higher, it's like it's hotter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, what's supposed to happen is that they fall depending on how hot it is.
Okay.
So as it gets colder, the 3 in the bottom here will rise up.
And these two will fall?
Will fall.
Wow. Okay.
I remember when I was living with my mom the first time, because she had control over the AC and she would have her hot flashes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hot flashes where she just didn't want to turn the air. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
This thing would get consistently over 80 degrees.
Wow.
And because my room at the time is located next to the water heater.
Yeah.
You can kind of figure out what happened.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Wasn't good, but I got used to it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's my little thermometer. But yeah. So we got that thing fixed up and whatnot, and just trying to get the car. Well, apparently according to this, in the house is 72, and that thing's out there in the hallway. If I had the door open, it'd have a little bit more air circulating in here. So
yeah, I got you.
I'll have to get a fan here at some point. Either way, but yeah, going back on tangent. Yeah, there's not much wrong with both our cars. We're gonna get his moved pretty soon. Actually, to the same storage unit mine's at.
Yeah.
And he knows a guy who can fix cars.
Yeah.
And the storage area where we're moving to is like located literally right next to like 7 different car part stores.
Okay, that's good. Wow.
So as long as we can get that taken care of and hopefully get myself out at some point, it'll be fine. But yeah, no. So yeah, that all I have to say. At one point, this was before I went full time at Amazon. I was working 2 jobs. I was working part time at Amazon and part time at the airport. I was actually doing car detailing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was back in 2017. Actually, that's back just the.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I wasn't there that time. I came in 2018.
But I was working at a different facility.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So I was working up here. I'm not going to say exactly where because we're live.
Yeah,
but I was working up here by one of the malls.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And I ended up going to the airport, which again, this is giving it a little bit different location, but most Amazons are located next to malls and airports anyway.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah.
And I ended up transferring. And I was working there. I was working as a car detailer.
Oh.
I would clean the cars out and whatnot. Before them to be rented out. I got to drive a couple of decent nice cars in there to kind of figure out which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like at the time. It's back in 2017, so things have changed over the last 5 years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I would do that, and one day, the core packs in the Cadillac went out. I don't know. I don't think they have them in modern cars.
Yeah.
Or at very least in look, I think luxury cars probably have more. At least the Cadillac did because North Star engines. Am I freaking right? Anyway, so what it is that you have your engine, your spark plugs, and then you have the spark plugs hook onto. Those are called core packs.
Gotcha.
Well, 2 of them went dead one time. This is after another 2 had gone dead previously. So I'm like, okay, well, let's got to swap out the core packs.
Okay.
And when I cut the car on after swapping out the core packs, because luckily the car died, or was dying right next to an Advanced Auto Zone.
Wow.
On my way up to work. It was the last day I worked at. This was when I would get done working at Amazon, come back home, get like a 30-minute break, and then drive back up back up to the city to go to the airport. Wow. And that was like a 40-minute drive. So I did that for about a month and a half straight.
Yeah.
And first of all, the place I was working at withheld my pay for a month.
Wow.
So I only worked there for a whole month total. Because I only got my first couple paychecks. It's like I went up there, and I turned it on, and the center console would not light up. So again, I had no idea how fast I was going. I had no idea how much gas I had left in gallons. I had to basically guess by the range I had on there.
Wow.
So I'd be driving down along blank screen, trying to match speed with people in certain lanes,
wow.
and just going like, how long can I keep going? Because the thing about my car is, it wasn't always an accurate measurement of how much range I had.
Wow.
What would happen is you have to cut it on, and as the car warmed up, your range would increase or decrease.
Wow.
So I had to basically say, okay, I gotta put gas in the car. But I basically said, look, I'm driving 2 jobs. Amazon's the only one paying me. You making me work late hours. I don't like working around a bunch of people who listen to station. I think it was 97.9. It's the rap station.
Yeah.
And at the time, I forget who the singer was, but the song "Tunnel Vision" had just come out.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
And I fucking hate that song.
I believe it.
I actually mentioned this to a guy I worked with at my last job, who's a guy who believes R. Kelly is the greatest R&B singer to ever live. He thinks Chris Brown is the king of pop. He thinks Lil Wayne is the king of rap, and he thinks that that Justin Bieber is better than Michael Jackson.
No.
And yes, he is black, by the way. And he's in his 30s. So, and his whole shtick behind it, I believe, is simply because they're alive and relevant, and he thinks that the younger people like him. I've talked to several people who are younger than us, and they've all gone, "That guy's out of his fucking mind."
Yeah.
But yeah, no. At the time, and when I mentioned I didn't like Tunnel Vision, he said, "Are you crazy? That sounds amazing." I'm like, "No, it's something the guy's having a stroke halfway through the song every time he starts a verse," which he does. Anyway, I heard that. I listened to that for over a month. I couldn't take it. Either way, Students Console went out. They weren't paying me much. Amazon's paying me a lot more, about $4 more actually. This was when part time got you $11.
Yeah.
And I had benefits and stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna work for these guys and just pick up some overtime, which is what I did for like a month, and then it came like, hey, we're offering you to switch to full time, and everybody at the facility said you work at this building, the management's gonna annoy the hell out of you. I luckily transferred in when the old management was transferring out, so I got to work with you remember Steve?
Yeah, I remember Steve. Yeah.
And Steve was all right. It was the new guy after that I could not freaking stand. TJ. That no one could stand.
Him?
Yeah, no one could stand TJ.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the center console went out, and it took me like a few $100s to replace the center cluster. So that was my life for about a month. But yeah, the reason why I asked that, I know modern cars now kind of adopted that whole all digital console style. So when you say your screen went out, I'm like, oh god, he doesn't know how fast he's going.
Yeah. It's just the media part, like that's it's part like the other day before in front of my steering wheel. No, that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's just the media part.
Yeah, it's the center console, not the control
yeah,
cluster.
Correct. Yeah.
So that one might just be a case of
a fuse.
It could be a fuse, or it could be just the operating software going dead. Cause that happened on my car one time, where the media control thing just died.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it fitted. I gotta take care of paying off the taxes first. Yeah, and it's not much. It's only $193.
Yeah, I gotta do mine too. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
Looks like the air is on. Update this again.
Yeah, I feel a difference too.
Okay,
yeah, because
it's on 17
they're falling right now.
No, that's the heat going up. It's getting hotter back here because I got the center TV, my laptop, that TV going, and we're both in here talking about a bunch of hot air.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now the air is actually going, dude. That should stop falling at some point.
Gotcha.
Anyway, let's see. We've been going for. Let's give people another 5 minutes before we get started here. But I was watching some stuff earlier before we got in, and I saw the fan game. It was like Oblitas Casa, I think is the name of the fan game, and it's a sequel to Five Nights in Treasure Island, which is the abandoned Disney park of Disney Amusement Park that everybody makes all the creepypastas about. That when I found it the first time, it actually kept me awake at night for like a solid week straight in college.
Jesus.
It's actually one of the reasons why I don't read creepypastas, because one thing creepypasta people do really well, and this is why I think that if you ever get a chance and do a separate channel, you should do a creepypasta channel.
Creepypasta?
Yeah, creepypasta is what people call it's like urban myth horror stories, like Ben Drowned from The Legend of Zelda, or the Lavender Town from Pokemon, or the Black Pokemon cartridge that no one knows that has no real origin but is actually killing people or something like that.
Okay.
None of it's really real.
Yeah.
But what they do very well is that these artists, these people who are in this subculture of a horror, it's kind of like indie horror movies.
Yeah.
Where indie horror movies, and to some extent Asian horror movies, where they understand very well that painting the image in your mind is way more effective than trying to actually make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
And it's like some of the things, like some of the images it's like still clips of like old Mickey Mouse costumes that look horrifying, mixed with the part, like the beat and the story they're telling. Like, it legitimately, there was a point in time where I was because I always slept for the longest time. I don't do it now because of how my bedroom in there is set up. I might change it around one day. I don't freaking know. But I always used to sleep with my bed pressed to a wall, so that way if I really want to, I can kind of roll and have my back leaning against the wall, because the wall would be really cold some nights.
Yeah.
This time when I had that, because my imagination will keep me up at night. Like, my imagination is so vivid, I have phantom pains. Like, if I get stabbed in a dream, I will wake up next morning, I will feel like I've been stabbed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I know what you mean.
So, and then I have this horrible problem where I hallucinate, like legitimately hallucinate.
Well, while you're awake?
Yes.
Wow.
Like when this was my bedroom, I had my bed facing here.
Yeah.
And I woke up, and you know how you have your body paralyzed for sometimes. And
Yeah.
Paralysis demon. I woke up and there was a T-Rex head poking through this door.
What in the world?
That's the tamest one I've had.
What was you on?
I had literally just come off a suicidal episode.
Okay.
And before that, I had a black monster leaping at me in bed. I had a headless dude standing next to me at my brother's old mini fridge that he gave to me when he got back from college.
Nice.
And he was and the dude was wearing a white beater. Headless, wearing a white beater. I asked him what he was doing. He vanished. The dude in my grandfather's old chair wearing a top hat was just sitting there one night. And then one night, I remember I thought I was dreaming that someone had picked me up by my neck and dragged me to my closet. And when I finally regained some consciousness and some lucidity, I found myself standing in front of the closet with the doors open. I'm like, the doors are never open on this closet.
Wow.
So I'm like, either my house is haunted or I'm hallucinating, and I don't know which one it is. All this to say that when I listened to that creepypasta, I imagined, and what I did was I stopped sleeping with my face facing into the room. I slept with my back into the room, my face at the wall.
Yeah.
Because my mind was, because even though the logical part of my brain was telling me this is not happening, the part of my mind that's going into overdrive on like hallucinations and creativity was saying, those Mickey Mouse characters are standing behind you right now with knives ready to stab you the moment you see them. The moment you acknowledge them, you're dead.
Wow.
And in case some of you guys are wondering, it's so bad that when I first started watching Doctor Who, and I got to the episode Blink, You know what I'm talking about. And just to kind of give you a hint at how paranoid this made me, there was a statue on my campus that was the goddess Athena standing still in the middle of the campus, and my friend at the time, well, I still talk to him, he also got into Doctor Who, and he knew that I kind of had this issue with myself.
Yeah.
He noticed me walking. He would notice me like a solid 2 months straight walking past this statue, staring directly at it. Anybody who knows what Doctor Who is and what Blink is, you know exactly why I did that. Oh god, I can't wait to show you Doctor Who. You're gonna love those episodes. Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and start up now. I'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go ahead and start up now. But yeah, no, I'll also say that I had a thought, and this is how I think Disney can prove. How Disney can prove that they're willing to listen to fans and willing to take more risks.
Okay.
Do a movie based off the creepypasta / haunted house / horror movie rumors of the Abandoned Treasure Island theme park.
Oh, they're not gonna do that.
That's what I would do. To restore some confidence in the brand and show that they can.
Yeah.
Then they can, take criticism and can poke fun at themselves and realize that they have been playing it too safe. Look at that creepypasta and go, we can go one better. And just do that creepypasta.
Yeah.
Like, no holds barred, do it full stop.
Yeah.
And don't get like a famous horror director. Get some random indie guy who's just into the macabre.
Gotcha. That could be interesting.
Hello, Spider. Been thinking about you a lot lately.
There we go.
We look good together, aren't we? Maybe it's time to reignite the flame.
Black Cat. Don't tell me she's scoping out places to rob. She promised she would give up that life.
Which is a constant back and forth that the two have in the comics. At one point, I think she actually did give it up.
Wait, what am I looking for? I don't.
She wants me to find something.
Oh, right there. Zoom in.
There.
A black cat.
There we go. Take picture.
One of her cats. She packs those with range extenders, then harvests nearby RFID signals. I'll let Yuri know to pick it up.
Oh, we passed by that picture at one point.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So she.
So I know a few. Here's a few fun trivia facts about Black Cat. Black Cat, for one thing, when she first introduced, I think she was the very first person. I want to say, I might be wrong, but I think she was the very first person that
You still have Black Cat's suit and equipment in the evidence lockup, right?
I think so. Why? Is she back at it?
Maybe. Just double check and let me know if her gear is still there.
Will do.
But yeah, no, I think Peter was the first person. That was the first person he ever revealed his identity to.
Yeah.
Not that it was the first person.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's been a hard day. We lost funding at the lab.
Oh, Peter. I'm sorry.
I also kind of got evicted from my apartment.
Ooh.
What? Do you have a place to stay tonight?
Actually, no. Not really. I hate to ask, but any chance you have room at the shelter?
Of course. Feel free to use the couch in my office.
Thanks, Maggie.
But yeah, no, and she freaked out because she was in love with Spider-Man, not Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And I think Peter forgot that he never acts like Peter in Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, he has like Spider-Man.
And at one point, she actually does give Peter a chance. It's actually pretty fun to see that play out. Another thing is that she actually got superpowers one time, which became a point of concern for her for Peter when he found out how she got it. Like, Wilson Fisk gave her the ability to make other people unlucky.
Oh wow.
And that was enough, I think, to make her. He's been awake that many days?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought he took some naps between. I'm wrong. You're right. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, no, yeah, Wilson Fisk gives her the ability to make other people unlucky, and it got to a point where she actually enrolled, I believe enrolled in Xavier's Institute for Gifted Children.
Oh.
And I think in one of the other continuities, she went to the same college that Peter Parker went to.
Wow.
And this was when they were actually made them closer in age. Because I think technically she is older than Peter. I think technically in the main continuity, unless they did a reboot, because I know they did a reboot with Spider-Man at one point in continuity.
Okay.
I believe she was actually older than Peter. Not too much older. I think like maybe like 5 years.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Miles Morales movie coming out?
I mean, the second Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah, they're doing 2 parts though, because part 1 is this year, and then part 2, I believe, is next year. I believe.
If they show the same creativity they showed in the first Spider-Verse movie,
yeah,
it's gonna be a knockout. Like I went back and saw that movie recently. That the number of Uncle Ben, the number of references and jokes and just all the techniques they put into frame is mind-boggling. I'm still finding more stuff out about that movie.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite anime movies of all time. And I didn't think I said that about Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, another fun fact. There's a plot point that Marvel completely dropped after they so much as hinted at it. There was a plot point in Marvel's Marvel comics, which is basically focused on younger versions of older characters.
Yeah.
As in a younger version of Aunt May, was heavily implied that Aunt May was actually Peter's mom.
Oh, for real?
And they dropped it because of how bad it actually was.
Wow.
Again, they only hinted at it. They never actually did it. Oh, no, she didn't.
Yes, Aunt May for it.
I can't do this.
You can and you will.
Damn.
I'll pay you back soon.
Just ask for help next time.
That's me. I don't ask for help.
You are so much like Ben. You have to learn to swallow that part of life and accept who you are, like the rest of us. Martin,
Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to let you know I'm headed out of town. You're in charge while I'm gone.
well, you can count on me. How long will you be away?
Really don't know.
Is everything okay?
It's some personal business I've been planning for a while. But please take care of this place. It represents the best part of me.
And it's raining.
Yeah.
So if at any point we cut out, it's because the power went out.
Yeah.
Get busy.
Yeah, that's me though.
Mr. Lee's okay.
I don't ask for help. I never do.
Hello?
I think that's a man problem to begin with. A lot of guys don't ask for help. It's very rare that it happens to girls, but I think a lot of guys just don't ask for help.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, isn't Osborn's campaign rally this afternoon? Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, we all do. But still, a pretty cool moment for Officer Davis and his family. I'll be there covering it. Want to join me?
Yeah, of course. See you then.
So was that you too, bro? Like, I mean, are you the same way? Or was it
Oh, 100%.
Just... Oh, okay, because honestly, I really thought it was just me because I don't like I never like asking for help.
No, I don't. I hate it. I legitimately, like, when someone hands me something to help me out, I legit don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, I don't either. This is not an exaggeration. This is 2023 now. I've never in my whole life never asked for money. Never. I can't do that.
I did it once and it made me feel sick.
See, that's why I never do it, because that feeling, I can't do it.
Nah.
I would rather do Uber and get my own money than ask for help. I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
We should head out to the city and try to pay it forward.
All right. Sports City. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was never. Even my family knows too about me. I never ask for help. Even still to this day, like, my boy, if you need help, just ask for help. I can't do that. That's just not me.
And what I realized about that is that I think a lot of it is a point of pride when we're younger.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to prove that we can make it in the world. But and this is something that my aunt and uncles have told me. as you get older, you realize you do need help more often than you like to admit.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, wow. But yeah, no, yeah. See, and they told me, I was like, okay, but I still don't like, cause like I feel. See, for me, I told them like, when y'all pass away, which I hate saying that, I want to be able to be able to figure out stuff on my own without asking for help. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. It's just that it's hard to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Because again, jobs aren't paying that good.
Yeah.
They expect you to work stupid long hours to make it even remotely worth it, and it's still not worth it.
Yeah.
And then prices go up, and it's like when jobs do start paying you halfway decent, when it gets out to other companies, because I really bet good money they're all in bed together. When they find out that I have to get these raised, the people who like make these things like, oh well, everybody's getting raises, well let's raise the prices of stuff so we can make more money. It's like then by the time you feel like you're getting somewhere, it just goes down.
Exactly, yeah, and it's just like I said, my next goal for me is to get a house.
Yeah. And
it's just like I'm being honest and say that I don't know how to go about doing that. So that's why I try to right now in this moment I try to bust my ass as much as possible. So I told him, look, can we start soon with this process where like me understanding how to go about this process? Because I need to figure this out.
One thing I will tell you is be careful who you go through.
Yeah, that's where I don't see. That's the only thing I got a problem with.
So I'll give you a few bits of advice. I'll tell you what I learned from my brother who's in mortgages, has done mortgages for a couple of years, and what I've heard recently from my mother and from somebody at work. Yeah. It's better to go through a credit union.
Yeah, now see that I'll let you finish, but that's what I mean. One of the main reasons why I have not left state supported credit union.
Yeah. You do have to build your credit up so that the higher your credit is, the better thing you can get. And interesting, you need to have, I think it's like 600, 650 score, somewhere around that ballpark. Yeah. To be able to get a house, and you can always build it up. You just gotta be careful about how many credit lines you take out, how high they run up, that kind of thing. Because it's a very easy trap. Yeah. I fell into like twice already. In my years here. But you can always build it up, get it better, and then refinance your payments to a lower rate later on. Yeah. But the reason why I say you want to go to a credit union right now is that credit union, for the most part, don't screw you over the way other places have. I agree. Yes, they yeah. Because here's a story that I overheard. I'm not going to share who I heard it from. But I overheard it recently. This woman at work, she and her husband finally got a house. It was a pretty cheap house. It had a lot of work to be done on it, and they did a lot of work on it. Okay. But they finally got a house, and they made their first payment. Right? Okay. They had to make it with 2 different accounts, I believe it was. Gotcha. But they didn't make the whole payment. Okay. Well, apparently the people they financed the house through sent them a message or try to contact them, something like that. They did something wrong that they never got the message at all, or they get the message told after they had done this shady thing. Oh, Jesus. Where they sold the people's debt to another company who were then trying to foreclose on them within less than a week of them getting the house. Oh, Jesus. So what I found out is that when it comes to a bank, it doesn't matter that you bought the house. It doesn't matter that you're making payments on the house. It doesn't matter that you have an interest rate on the house. Sure, you can make the payments, fine, great. But what they're more interested in is reselling your house. Wow. So for them, they're more likely to basically try to foreclose you out to then resell it. Wow. Because I think you're still saddled with that debt. That's some bullshit. But that's how the market is, which is again why we saw in like and this was in 2008. Things are basically going back to the way they were thanks to Donald Trump. Yes, I will say that because it's 100% true. Yeah. But it's gone back to the way it was in 2008, where there's a big housing bubble was about to pop again, that kind of thing. Interest rates went through the roof, yada yada yada. That's why a lot of people in our generation around 2016 ish started doing apartments because apartments were cheaper. You had to have as much responsibility, and it was up to your landlord, such as whoever you're renting from, to fix whatever went wrong. Yeah. Well, these companies then hitched onto that and started buying up a lot of houses to then rent them out, and then rents went through the roof, and now they're predatory to the point where you might as well get a mortgage. And it's like look, people, you're going to have money from people who are trying to get someplace to live. Actively trying to screw over the entire populace and basically try to buy out the American dream, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
is not helping you with your profits in the long run. If anything, you're going to crash the market and put yourself out of business.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like very frustrating because it's like I'm at the point where I just don't like people scamming people, but it's like that's how they are in life, and it's just like somebody who's just trying to be successful and just trying to live a little good profitable life. You can't do it because people all they want to do is
Just try to scam you.
yeah.
Because it's easier to scam money out of you than to make an honest living.
Correct. Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
No, it's the truth.
I don't know how much longer it's going to be like that because I saw a recent study today that said that what is the word I'm looking for here? The majority or slash the largest voting bloc now are millennials, and the most important thing about that is they're not becoming more conservative as they're getting older.
Yeah.
Because that's usually how things have gone recently, right? That the older generations usually got more conservative as they got older. So there wasn't a whole lot of like extreme change or any kind of like movement on stuff like this. But now that is like our generation is the largest voting bloc in America. I don't know the rest of the world, but in America.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are 100% fed up with the way things are right now.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a matter of time before we see a lot of restrictions / regulations put on these companies who are doing these predatory retail practices.
Gotcha.
Now again, speculation.
Now,
Don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I saw today.
Yeah.
And it's sorry, that's me.
No, you good.
And it's
Hey, Willie.
and it's no, he's in business so far.
Slimmy. Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Wow, that's the deal. But continue what you were saying though.
But yeah, no, but it's interesting because I always knew this was going to happen. At least I felt like it was going to happen. At some point, the system was set up to try to be a self-licking ice cream cone.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, that it was that they made a problem that didn't need to be made because they thought it would solve the problem. It's the idea that the system's going to auto-manage itself, and I don't think the generation above us really took into account how things were changing. Because I thought about this earlier this week, and I tried to broach the topic with somebody, but I decided not to because I didn't think A, they would understand, and B, I don't think they would be willing to at least think about it. The idea of the labor market is dying.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, it really is, and it's just it's going to get worse. I'm not going to lie about that. It's getting worse.
And here's why I say that. After COVID-19 happened, what was the market that blew up the most? Like, really think about what was the job that blew up the most.
Was it us? Wait, the job?
Like what was what was the job market? What was the occupation that became the most sought after / blew up the most?
I have no idea. I'm not even trying to sound stupid. I really don't know.
I'm gonna give people time to react to that. It's
Yeah.
the same thing for
No, I'm being
post
legit.
reporting.
I really don't know.
And this is again from my own opinion,
Yeah.
based on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing and what the statistics have shown.
Yeah.
So give you guys a few minutes to put your answers in the comments below on the recording,
Damn.
as well as give people in the chat time to respond.
Jesus.
Right. But just if you had to spitball, if you had to guess, what would you think it would be?
Does it matter what job it is?
It doesn't really matter what job it is, because for the most part it has the same base label for it.
I guess just general labor jobs like Amazon jobs. That's what I'm thinking.
No, the creator market.
Are you serious?
Really think about it. Who are the like what did we see and during the COVID-19 pandemic?
YouTube and all, like Twitch and everything. Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube stories, some Facebook people, Instagram.
Yeah.
The idea of the content creator
Yeah.
took off. And it wasn't just like, general entertainment. It was also, adult work stuff too. But also people like writing their books now, people making stage plays. We saw, I think, some more
vlogging.
Vlogging, all that stuff. That took off because what people realized during COVID was that their work conditions were crap. They were expected to do way more for the same amount of pay. And when they started demanding that they get paid more, there was literally a guy on Fox News. It was a conservative guy. I forget what his name was. When people were demanding for just $15 an hour, he said, and I quote, "These people aren't worth $15 an hour."
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And the sad part is that dude will get reelected. But that's the thing. The content creator blew up the most, and we're still seeing it happen to this day. Again, look at what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just not even just on Cinema Synergy, but on like our own personal endeavors.
Yeah.
You got 2 movies in the works right now, right?
Sort of, yeah. And I'm doing a commercial real soon, so.
And I'm writing several books and doing YouTube as still doing YouTube. But you get the point. And then I'm sure some of the people watching either have, I'll say some, I won't say all, but some people watching either have a YouTube channel they're working on, have a Twitch channel they're working on, and just looking around seeing what everybody else is doing, getting ideas on what they intend to do. It really that's really kind of the truth of the matter here, right?
Yeah.
So as a result of that, there isn't as much labor going around because a lot of people, young people are like, I'm not going to waste my 20s.
Yeah.
Having to work a job. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, working 10-hour shifts basically killed my dating life.
No, yeah, it really did. And sad to say this too, I've been working my whole life.
I like after I got out of college, I was 22 at the time this happened. Yeah, I was 22 at the time this happened.
Yeah.
Maybe 23. I don't remember which. All I know is that when I got out of college, the last time I had a girlfriend, I was in college.
Wow.
It's been a very long time, and I just got to spend most of my time finding a job to pay my bills.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people want free education, which is fair. Education should never be privatized, never be profited from. It should be free to everybody so we can try to improve society as a whole. The more educated people we have, the better off we'll be. Anyway, all this to say, we're now in a tech market. And as we get further and further into a tech market, we're going to see advancements in tech to the point where we're going to see probably a Matrix-esque Terminator X era. I'm not saying like dystopian. Like I'm saying like we're going to see machines doing these labor jobs.
Yeah.
We're going to see less and less people on the floor of warehouses because again, we worked at Amazon. I did that. I worked at Amazon 4.5 years. You were there for.
I'm still here for 5 years. Actually, it will be 5 years this year.
Well, we look forward to that bonus, man. Let's say screw you out of it.
Oh, jeez.
Which honestly, I'm surprised if they're going to. But look forward to it. Anyway, suffice it to say, we worked there for half a decade, and it's a 10-hour shift. To be perfectly honest with you guys, at the maximum, I'm talking about the maximum here, we maybe worked, like, in terms of, like, actual solid production, 6 hours a day. But was there for 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
So, so again, the idea of the 40-hour work week is getting more and more ridiculous and preposterous. A lot of people are just upset about their lives, and we're going to get to a point where it's going to be more of a tech market. But the thing about tech market, in a tech market, one guy can do the job of 10 people depending on what it's set up to be. So it's going to be a more competitive market, but you can't keep doing competitive markets like that because, again, you're not going to have as many people making as much money, as many people contributing to the economy. The economy is going to tank more often, and what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have to come to the conclusion that you're going to have a higher homeless rate than you are going to have an employed rate.
Yeah.
At some point, we're going to get to Star Trek's future where people don't work, they just have hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, again, for a lot of people who think Star Trek is like the ultimate future, Star Trek is a socialist future. Like, if you actually look at the world it sets up, it is 100% socialism. Again, people don't have to work. Their basic necessities, their basic needs are taken care of. So food, housing, I guess ways to apply for jobs that you really need to apply for jobs. But it doesn't seem like it needs to be. It doesn't make it the biggest deal. The only thing they really have to pay for is luxury items.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and see, for me, it's not really about luxury for me. It's just I just want to stop having the feeling of having to come to a job that I don't like.
Yeah, and not living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, cause see, look, and like me and Brad talked about all this already. We want to be at the point where like we can make this our lifestyle job, and the point where like we don't have to worry about a bill coming in or a car payment coming in, any of that.
Yeah.
So that's how we want to live right now, and I want to get to that point. When I get to that point, I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
And to be fair, that's all anybody really asks for. Just
Yeah.
to be able to be happy.
Yeah.
Like you don't like it used to be. And and growing up, I remember this. Oh, that dude's so dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Growing up, I remember this being a thing in middle school and high school.
You did too.
Everybody would say, "You'll be fine. You'll finish school, get a job, and dip out."
Who runs the deeds?
I'm gonna go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's what's the word I'm looking for here? It's the idea was that the job market was always going to be good. You're going to be fine, yada yada yada. But what happened was, again, 2008 happened. George Bush happened.
Yeah.
We had two terms of him, and his whole gang just tanked the entire labor market to the point where the idea that you're going to be set for life
Yeah.
was no longer a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also gotten to a point where a lot of markets that were set up
Oh jeez.
that people thought were going to be the way that people made money. We're going to be markets that were going to survive are now dying off.
Yeah.
The idea of beer is basically dying off apparently. There's a lot of things that are just not the way they were because our generation doesn't care for it, and rightly so.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know, like as years and years go by, it's just like people becoming lazier and you want the easy way out, and it's just like oh Jesus. Woo! Pete, I don't know how you do this every single day. Come on, boy.
I'm going to see the trailer.
Woo! Woo! Oh boy! Oh Lord! Woo! I can't mess up! Woo! Oh Jesus! Woo! Oh my God! I'm gonna mess up! Oh! Okay.
That's why I call them quick time events.
Yeah, I hate them sometimes. Oh God!
I'm getting reports of a helicopter with a wrecking ball.
Yes, me.
Things with the demons got complicated. Sit tight, Yuri. I got this.
Also, I don't know who Yuri is. I think she's a new character for this game.
Yeah, I think she is too, because I've never heard of her until this game.
One thing I noticed about the Marvel universe, unless I'm wrong or someone can correct me, they don't have a Commissioner Gordon type character.
No, the only one they had was in the original Batman series and the one the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about Commissioner Gordon. I mean a character
Oh,
the
I got
equivalent
you.
of Commissioner Gordon.
I got
in
you.
Marvel. Yeah.
Woo!
Which I think would help out a lot in terms of like grounding the universe, kind of.
Yeah. Woo, Lord Jesus.
I know.
Yuri, I'm on it. I need you to give me a second. Hold on. This ain't easy how it looks. I do this every day for Little Women. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Laura Medea. Jimmy Johns. Oh, my Lord.
Did you just say Jimmy Jones?
Yes, I did. Don't judge me. Oh, Lord, Jimmy
No, I'm gonna judge you intensely. I don't like it. I don't like Jimmy Johns. They charge too much for too little.
Oh, I know. But would you prefer me to say Subway then?
Yes.
Okay, fine then. Subway then.
Because at the very least, the spokesperson
Oh, man.
is as bad situation is going on right now.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the yes. I'll give you that. Jesus. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Woo. Come on, Peter. Oh, Subway. Oh my goodness. Ah. Peter.
Or at the very least, Firehouse. It'd be poignant.
Woo. Come on, baby. Come on. Damn it. Come on. No. No! No! Yes! I got you! Woo! That's it! Oh my god. Come on, come on, come on! You whippersnapper, got you! Oh, geez. Oh my lord.
Yeah, go the other side now, man.
Oh my god, butter biscuits. Oh lord, butter biscuits. Oh my lord. Oh no, no, no. Woo! Woo! Ooh, butter biscuits. Oh lord. Woo! Woo, this is nerve wracking. These quick time events are killing me. Oh god. You're joking me. Are you serious? No.
This is why I think Spider-Man does a lot better than most of Marvel's properties, barring I think X-Men, because there's just a lot more creativity you can have with your powers.
Yeah. Oh my god. He was sliding down the. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. Please. Okay, he's bad at it. I can't do his job. There's no. That man badass.
Oh, that's a reference to that old movie poster they did for the first Spider-Man
Yes.
before 9/11 happened, and they had to take it down.
These masks are so awesome. Where'd you get them? Cool, thanks. Do they have a website? Hey, Yuri. I caught the bad guys, but
But what?
you might want to hold your
Yeah, he was louder.
Oh, nice.
Hey, fanboy. Wait. Coming? I get to City Hall for my dad's ceremony. Alright, so you watch us
I can't wait to play Miles Morales next. That game's gonna be dope. But yeah, what was it? I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I think it's got to a point where like I think you can agree with this. I think it's best to just be an entrepreneur and be your own boss.
Yeah, as stressful as it is, it depends on what you're going into.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, in that scenario, while you are not beholden to as many people as you think, and you don't have as many people up on your shoulder,
Yeah.
it is still all on you.
No, it is, yeah, and that's why I feel like with this what we're doing, it's gonna be so good. I can see it going far though.
But the one person I did talk to did make a good counterpoint to what I was saying.
Who did?
Not
Oh,
everybody's cut out to be what I say. What was I saying?
Oh no, you said
Oh,
that.
yeah. Not everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, yeah, true. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and I think I agree with that, and I think that's why for me I'm trying to learn everything so I can get a better understanding. Because I can't see myself working a 9-to-5 job. That's why I can't do that. Jesus, I don't know what he does this every day. Good lord. But I do see honestly in our future for a podcast and everything going far. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I do.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
But again, time will tell, and that's the thing about being your own boss. You have to. It takes time. It takes time. You can't expect it to happen overnight.
Oh no! I'm not expecting that. I just know that like I want to put as much effort into everything we do, cause I don't. At the same time, I don't want to waste time because, like I said, I'm getting my 30s.
Yeah.
I want to at least get a lot of stuff accomplished.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say that life as it's set up now is not geared towards letting you enjoy it until you're in your 60s.
Yeah, that's
Which is dumb because you're probably dead by then.
yeah.
Is that Keith David?
I think it is.
Last time I was finished, I was in high school. It's time for me to see my
No, it's not Keith David.
Hey, you got this, Dad.
I mean, come on, you say Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that makes you an official superhero.
Super. Or maybe I'm just a guy that's
Because I know for a fact I do want to get like a
Welcome everyone. Before I hand it off to
find
our
different ways for us to
host,
upgrade our content and everything.
So,
I think this game war may finally be over.
like over?
God, that face ugly.
There's some loose ends to be tied up.
Loose ends.
The truck pulled away from the scene of a company called Consolidated Shipping. Something's not right about it. Just don't know what.
Well, maybe I should just grab some coffee. Figure it out together.
Yeah.
well, thanks, Jim.
Pete, you better hit that.
Myself, but I'll try. We all know that Officer Davis is a hero.
But, hey, instead of coffee, maybe we could have dinner instead. I could come over, I'll cook.
Yeah.
Or we could, meet at a totally neutral location for a completely normal meal cooked by professionals.
For acts of extraordinary bravery, above and beyond the call of duty, it is my privilege to present Officer Jefferson Davis, the Department Medal of Honor.
Oh, God, sir.
I'm in the middle of something here, Jim.
Sounds urgent, sir.
Fine. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, I can tell a bit difference. They upgraded on the on.
I think the updated face might only be in the remastered version. I don't have the remastered.
Oh
version.
no. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, but I knew I know I prefer the other face. And like I'm seeing his face, it don't fit right.
Without your support, I couldn't do it. Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everyone you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Listen, jackass. I get presents like this twice a week. Why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you want?
To watch you suffer.
Mm.
Spider Sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus!
It's like bomb.
Oh Jesus! Jesus!
So that's why it was going. So they were suicide bombers.
Jeez!
Give Sony credit that they actually did that in a Marvel game.
Yeah, me too. Who?
Yeah, that's his mom.
Oh, we're Miles.
Either that or doing a POV camera.
Yeah, we're Miles. The thing, cause she's saying. Yeah.
It was Peter.
Yes, we are Miles.
Are there Miles sections in this game?
I don't know. I'm actually not really sure.
Wake up! Can you hear me, baby?
Jesus.
Miles. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. But that's really cool.
It does make sense because Miles was created to replace Peter in the Ultimate Universe
Yeah.
when he got killed. But I'll admit, I don't know much about Miles other than the fact that people hated his guts when he came out because he's a black Latino, and that was literally
Jesus.
it. That was literally it.
Really?
When Miles came out to replace Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe, people hated him because he's a black Latino. When Riri Williams came out to replace Iron Man, it's because she was a black inventor. When Kamala Khan came out to replace Captain Marvel, because she was Islamic. That was legitimately the only reason that people hated these characters for. Same thing with Jane Foster, who replaced Thor in the Ultimate Universe.
Oh no! Well, see,
and I don't know if they kept her because they did end up merging Ultimates into the original universe.
Yeah.
And Kamala Khan, Miles, and Riri quickly proved that they had staying power.
No,
people quickly changed their minds on them. But when they first came out, a lot of people just didn't like that they had colored people inside the game.
I don't like Jane Foster. I think she's boring and dull to me. I don't. Her character is just so dull to me.
Wait, you read the comics?
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying as far as the Jane Foster I know in the movies, she's dull to me.
She's in the movies?
Yeah, she's dull. She's so dull and boring.
Where is she in the movies?
Natalie Portman in the Thor movies as Jane.
Wait a minute, Thor's girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, that can't be right, because Jane Foster, unless I'm wrong about that, Jane Foster's a cancer patient who doesn't know who the hell Thor is.
No, well, actually, I
Is
can't.
she replacing Thor?
I can't say because it's going to ruin the movie. But I'm just saying. Actually, no, it won't ruin because the movie was trash. But when we watch it, it's going to explain everything. But the only one I'm going to tell you right now that was number one for me that still is to this day is Thor Ragnarok. That was the best one. The other ones are trash.
Honestly, I like the first Thor better.
Oh my god, I cannot stand it. I mean, the first one, it's all right, but it's just, I think, good lord, boy, listen to your mama.
I'll give people credit because Thor Ragnarok was, from what I've seen of it, I haven't finished it. I just know people have talked about it and I've seen clips of it. A lot of people liked that it was more lighthearted. It was funny.
Yeah,
that
was.
My problem with it is that they basically turned World War Hulk into a joke, and it wasn't supposed to be. It was meant to be one of Hulk's darker stories, where Thor comes back and beats the ever-loving shit out of most of the Avengers because they killed his wife and child.
Yeah.
After banishing him to a planet, and he had to fight. Anyways, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. With regards to the first Thor movie, I liked it because I liked it for the same reason I liked Edward Norton's Hulk.
I love his version.
Because everybody basically expected like this romping power fantasy, and what we got was a breakdown of the superhero genre of the hero. We actually got to see the hero have a character arc, which arguably Thor hasn't had since.
Yeah, well, Chris Hemsworth is taking a break since he found out about some stuff about him.
Yeah, Alzheimer's, right?
Yeah, and he from what
he got caught.
Yeah, from what he said was he said if he does Thor again, he doesn't mind doing it, but he doesn't want he wants the Russo brothers to direct it because he wants something more serious.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him, and I agree with him because, again, the first one was oh shoot, the first one was good. I just like the third one because like you said, it was laid back, and I didn't have a problem with them. Now, like I said, introducing him in the first one, excellent though, but that's probably the best. No, I won't say the best. I'd say it's bad. That's probably the second or third best origin story besides Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah, those two were fantastic.
Yes.
I still think it's a crime we never got like a proper reboot for Bruce Banner's origin story while we still had Mark Ruffalo when he first started out.
Yeah.
I still think it's a crime we never got that movie. But the reason why I like the first that Thor movie is because it hits on something, or it was the closest thing to what Thor kind of is. Because in the comics, Thor always comments when he comes back down from Asgard, "It's so good to see you, my friends."
Yeah.
And he had to sit down with Captain America. This was when Thor had basically become Odin inside the comics, and he couldn't lift Mjolnir anymore. Or was slowly losing the ability to do so.
Yeah.
He sits down with Cap and he basically tells Cap, "You know why I always?" He asks me so do you remember what we did last month? And he's like, "Yeah, I remember what we did. We did X, Y, and Z." He's like, "I can't remember what we did yesterday." And the reason why he says that is because he's an immortal.
Yeah.
He doesn't know when he's going to come back and all his friends are just going to be dead. So he always says he's so glad to see them because he legitimately is glad to see they're not dead.
Yeah.
You know? He has that jovial tone because he's relieved he's not going to come back and find he's staring at a gravestone.
Yeah. Interesting.
We have to leave now.
And it's revealed that Lee is the bad guy. Okay.
Wow. I kind of suspected that, but I knew something was off with him. I didn't fully knew it was him, but I knew something was off with him. Though he's kept acting weird.
I saw it coming because the common trope nowadays is that every overly nice character is legitimately the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true though. I will agree with you on that one. It is.
So is Miles' dad actually dead in the main comics? I know in Spectacular Spider-Man, they did a crossover with Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider,
Yeah.
and it was just Miles and his mom.
Well, I'm not exactly sure because, like I said, I haven't read a comic. I gotta really read his comics. I don't even know, but it looks like he is dead.
1 week later.
But, yeah.
Oh, no, he's understood dead. I just mean like in the main stuff.
The main.
If not, this is pretty interesting. Like,
Oh.
to have this be a thing that we see inside this game.
Osborn, you don't care. Stop. Osborn does not care.
Well, again, that's the thing, though. From my understanding, Norman Osborn before he became the Green Goblin actually was a legit decent dude. It's just the Green Goblin serum twisted his mind like you wouldn't believe. And also, fun fact: most of the superpower like super serum guys, like Hulk, Green Goblin, and a few others, all of those are just botched attempts at recreating the Captain America formula. Like 100%. Like from what my understanding, every at least up until like a certain point in time, every single supervillain that had a super serum put in them was because they were trying to recreate Captain America.
Peter Parker. I was at City Hall. Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say, I know what you're going through. That's what you were going to say, right?
He does, kind of. He does.
Or
Yeah.
it all gets easier with time. Don't worry. It's part of God's plan.
I really do hate hearing that too. I'm tired of hearing that.
He's heard about it before, yeah.
I kind of agree with Miles on that. I'm tired of hearing that too.
I'm
It's
sorry about that. I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
And I get this words of comfort, but I think my bio teacher put it best. When someone's grieving, the best thing you can probably do is just keep your damn mouth shut.
yeah, and
Because sometimes what you say just makes it worse.
yeah, and I think it's what was bothering me and making me more pissed off when my my grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
People know that if something like that happens, I need my space. But people kept asking me, "Are you good? Are you good?" No, leave me alone.
Get us the solid evidence and we'll talk.
And I've been thinking a lot.
It's me. I'm thinking I screwed up. And that kid lost his father.
I know you too well to say just give yourself a break. What about the police? Do they have any leads on me?
They're not even looking for him. Even Yuri doesn't believe me.
Then it's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research. Go to this address. Martin bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
You think he's hiding out there?
Maybe. We know he's not at the feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some evidence as to where he might be.
Yeah. Good work, MJ. I'll let you know what I find.
I will tell you this.
I talked to the detectives about questioning the arrested demons. They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. Makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
This is coming from a guy who could run on walls.
Yeah. This is random, out of the blue.
Go for it.
But I have thought about as I got older, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I'd rather find somebody, but it's just hard to find people in this generation.
Yeah, dating apps don't help.
Oh no, I've quit that so many times.
Yeah, it really doesn't help you out at all.
It really don't.
Because you either deal with people who are trying to advertise on the app, or people who are trying to catfish you, or people who think it's just funny to just basically kind of joke around with you. So it's like,
Yeah,
damn you do, damn you don't.
yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I think I'm like, not weird, but I think of like a lot of stuff that like a 29-year-old really normally doesn't think about. I'm just like, I just don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just oh Jesus. Yeah, it's hard to find people this time, this generation. I think before, around my time, it was a little bit easier. Nice.
Maybe, I don't know. I try not to think about it.
Yeah, and that's my problem. I think about it a lot. That's my problem.
He sees you.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, done with that. Come on. Oop. Nope, I need to get rid of the small guys first. Oop. Nice, thank you.
I will admit though, it's interesting seeing this game in action and seeing how it encourages. Well, I say encourages how it sets up like its combat situations.
Yeah.
Because it sets it up where it's like okay, how do you want to approach it? Like, do you want to go in or do you want to sneak up?
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah, because whoop. Yeah.
Because it makes it where it's like if you sneak up, because it's like it's trying to play up that Spider-Man isn't like a powerhouse. Like you can't just go in guns blazing like Hulk or Thor or somebody.
Correct. Yeah.
But it also says like if he wanted to, he can, but you're going to have to work for it.
Exactly.
Security lock. Use these on banks and recycling centers.
Okay.
If I can find where it gets its power from. Looks like I could override the circuit. Need my electric webs.
Yeah.
Well, that did something. Looks like the circuits need a little more juice.
Okay. Okay, that's right. Yeah, go right here.
Now I will say this. I do have a problem nowadays with game kind of having this detective vision thing going on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I mean, in Batman it made sense because it was Batman. He's a detective. They're playing that up.
Yeah, but Spider-Man though.
Spider-Man's spider sense should be all he had when it comes to combat.
Yeah.
And I get why they do it nowadays because again, I don't know if we talked about this earlier, but again, there's like a lot of games are so photorealistic that you kind of need this highlight the thing kind of thing going on, so
Yeah.
that way you don't get lost in the mire.
Yeah.
But again, it's like if you're good with your game design and you're good with this kind of stuff, the wires are clearly visible and he's very clear. It's like look, you gotta
Yeah.
set this circus off. Just make it we gotta pay attention a little bit more.
True. Yeah. But I think I probably can tell you right now, developers are not going to change that. That's going to be around for a very long time.
Or at the very least, they're going to do what I think Arkham City did, where you had the ability to turn it off,
Yeah.
/ have enemies that would actively screw with it.
Yeah. That is so dope. Yeah. He never ceases to amaze me on these things. Every single time.
Oh man. These must be where they're planning to attack. Wait. These are Osborn campaign offices.
Oh shit.
All the paths originate from the same address.
Okay. That's not good.
Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own.
Wow. They look powerful, I'll tell you that. That ain't good. Oh, Fisk. Oh, Jesus.
Explosives from Fisk's construction site.
Oh, man. So they stole his stuff and used it against him.
No, not using it against them. Remember, Fisk is in jail. They stole it from Fisk to use it against Osborn.
This is crazy.
Oh, that's right. Oh, this is not going to end well.
It is a full-scale terrorist attack.
From Fisk's armory.
Yeah.
Get anymore.
Yeah.
We're stealing them from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using these places up front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
Oh my god.
And it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Must have some kind of beef with
This is
Norman Osborn.
interesting.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
I do like how they're making more detective-based stories where it's like, if you're gonna do an open world game, have it be where it's like, kind of got to peel things back.
Yeah.
Easy to get yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Got it. I'll get those campaign offices evacuated.
And that kind of bothers me too at the same time. The police still don't believe Spider-Man. I'm just like, this man's been helping you out every single time and y'all still don't believe him?
Actually, this is a problem I have with the Marvel Universe in general with regards to Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a vigilante.
Yeah.
I get that. But specifically... Okay, so... In here, trying to make him seem more realistic, as like, he's not a credible, like officer of the law, so he can't just go off his word, he's just a vigilante helping out.
Yeah.
And I get it, but at the same time, it's like, the people he fights are people that can literally kill you with a thought. Maybe you should try listening to
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
But another thing that gets me about it is that, and this was actually seen with J. Jonah Jameson, he doesn't mind people like Captain America, but he takes Captain America, Iron Man on the but he takes specific issue with Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you know what it is? I think it is though. I think he's just jealous because he don't have the power.
No,
Well-
it's not jealousy. I legit think that they just wrote him that way and didn't know how to write and didn't know how to reconcile it.
Wow.
Because J. Jonah's never cared about powers. Like we've had multiple stories where like he's never cared to do it.
Yeah.
His whole thing is just that he just wants to be right that Spider-Man's a menace.
I should try to do this.
Wow.
And then the same thing with the X-Men. It's like the X-Men are like seem like these freaks of nature, but then again you have people like Thor, people like Captain America, people like Vision and whatnot that don't get prejudiced the same way X-Men do when they're just doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
it's like there are some contradictions in Marvel's universe that I'm just like, you should have thought this out more, or at the very least you need to revamp it to where it does make sense. Now, in recent years, I think they made it where it's like, it's not that they don't like mutants because they just don't like him. It's like they don't like it because it represents the end of like the human race because there's a new evolution, that kind of thing. So that does make a little bit more sense nowadays. But again, it was something that I think should have been thought through a little bit more. Same thing with Spider-Man. I think recently the issue is come up with is not that he's a vigilante, is that he hasn't proven he's trained enough to be trustworthy.
But
Again, it still falls flat.
yeah, I'm just like, how many times does this man gotta save your asses to prove to y'all?
The difference is, I'll give him a little bit of credit. New York at large doesn't mind Spider-Man. And the police forces, for the most part, don't mind him helping out. They just don't see him as an authority figure, and Jonah just sees him as a threat.
Yeah, now he gets on my nerves every single time I hear him. It's about, oh, Spider-Man is a menace.
Yeah.
You are a menace. I'm tired of you talking.
And the thing is that he straight up knows it. Like, I think Spider-Man 2, was it? Or maybe it was the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Where Peter says, no, that's as he said, where he basically said, I want to run a story where Spider-Man is the villain, is the villain, kind of thing. And Peter's like, that's slander. And he goes, libel. No, that's, he says libel. Slanderous.
Yeah.
Like libel is like he knows what he's doing. So, and again, that's some of the things that's like when Marvel tries to get more grounded / bring up like a serious topic, I feel like it kind of falls flat given its pre-established universe. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Because I'm like, I always never understood that. I'm like, why does Jameson hate him so much? It's like he has a vendetta against him.
No, I think some of the recent comics they have fully addressed the issue that Jonah has. And I think they've kind of reconciled there. There is a image where Peter actually shows Jonah J. Jonah who he is.
Yeah.
This isn't the American Civil War. This isn't like Marvel Civil War. It's like legit Peter and J. Jonah having a 1-to-1, and he's like, I'll tell you who I am, and Jonah kind of cuts him a break after that. I think in Spectacular Spider-Man, what Jonah's issue was that his son was he viewed his son as more of a hero than Spider-Man was, and his son ironically ended up becoming a villain. What?
I put the mind on the wrong. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Jonah's son ended up becoming Venom, and he ended up becoming the bad guy. And even the comic thing, I think that happened too. He became Agent Venom actually.
Wow.
Where what they did was they made a body armor that bonded to the symbiote suit, so Jonah's son could better control the suit and wouldn't control him.
Yeah.
This is actually when Jonah's son lost his legs.
Oh, Jesus.
I forget how it happened. I want to say like a fire truck fell on him or something like that.
What?
It's either a fire truck or a space shuttle. So one of the two fell on his legs, and he just
That
lost.
is wow.
Yeah. The Marvel isn't afraid to mutilate some of their characters, but again,
In the comics, though.
in the comics, yeah, but even though it can get to be a little bit much, again, looking at you, Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
no.
the comments with how they brought about Jessica Jones was bad. And it's actually so bad that the writer who came in after they did the Jessica Jones reboot literally had the guy who made Jessica Jones, who took her from being the superhero Jewel and made her the Detective Jessica Jones, basically broke it down. It's like, no one cared who you were until I happened, which actually was true to life. What happened with the comics? No one cared who Jewel was until the Purple Man basically screwed her over. So, again, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes, let me restart a little bit here. It's one of those things where it's like sometimes the need to be dark gets misconstrued as just being edgy.
Yeah.
Which is why I have never been one to I have never been one to advocate for being darker, just being believable in context to yourself.
Yeah, but it's just like for Morbius, that to me has to be dark because Morbius. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying every Marvel character has to be dark, but a little bit more edgy for some of them. But Morbius to me, has to be dark.
I'll let me present this counter argument to you, and
Okay.
you tell me if it makes sense.
Okay.
It's not that Morbius needs to be dark, is that he can't be goofy.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I just don't. I cannot accept that goofiness. That no.
Especially when they went out of the way to basically lie inside the trailers. I found out that they outright lied about some things inside the trailers. Like they hinted that Venom might show up, and he never did.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I saw it, and it was just ugh.
The first or second time they released it.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not that Morbius has to be this dark, edgy character.
Yeah,
it's
so
that he cannot be goofy.
Yeah, and that's the problem because I feel like Disney and Marvel are trying to make things goofy, like just goofy. Oh my, okay. Oh Jesus.
So yeah, and again, I'm not sure how much of this is down to Marvel, but
Yeah.
it's
But the
again,
higher ups,
it's
though.
definitely down to Disney
Yeah.
because again, it's Disney wants to keep their squeaky clean, family friendly image, but they forgot that they literally own franchises that have been traditionally dark. Like
Yeah.
again, people would be like, Star Wars is for kids.
No, it's not.
One of the first 20 minutes, we see the burnt out skeletal carcass of Luke's parents.
Yeah.
I don't mean
No.
like it's implied. I mean
No, it's
Lucas holds on that image for a solid 15 seconds. Like yes, those skeletal remains with the blood and some of the muscle left over. That's his parents. He saw his parents die. And we also see the lightsaber come off into his arm.
Yeah. I'm like, why did y'all go wait? What?
You also bought Marvel a series where Captain Marvel herself gave birth to her rapist.
Yeah. No.
Which, again, was not a well-received comic when it came out, actually.
No.
To the point where when she came back, she rightly cussed out her friends for letting her leave with the guy. Because it's not only that she gave birth to her rapist, she fell in love and then married the rapist and went...
That is nasty.
Comic 1000 from Marvel was not a good one. You also have one where Hank Pym was a abusive husband and an alcoholic. That one where freaking Iron Man was an alcoholic. You have one where Captain America was intentionally abusive to Bucky when he was his child sidekick.
Yeah.
Again, they revamped him in some movies and in the comics as well, where they grew him, they aged him a little bit. You have a lot of dark implications and such stuff, but you want to act like you can make Marvel and Star Wars into Snow White and Cinderella.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, no, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at Maleficent. I love that movie. I can watch that every time and not get sick and tired of it. I love it. That was good.
That movie bored the hell out of me.
Are you serious?
Yes, it did.
Wow. Now that I'm surprised about.
Yeah, that movie. The only interesting part was when they tried to give a little bit more context to why Maleficent was the way she is, but it just fell flat because it basically
Wow, I'm surprised you said that.
it boiled down to the same fucking problem I had with Oz the Great and Powerful, where it's like Maleficent's only a bitch because she fell in love with a man and he betrayed her. Same thing with the Wicked Witch of the West and Oz with Oz the Great and Powerful. She's only a Wicked Witch of the West because Oz was a dickhead. Like there was another way they could have told that story, and they went with the most uninspired slash least narratively, the one with the least narrative potential. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Like I, there's nothing wrong with doing that. There really isn't.
Yeah.
But Maleficent,
Damn. What were you saying? Maleficent what?
Maleficent could have been better.
Wow. I thought it was amazing. Both versions.
There's a second version.
Yes.
When?
Oh,
A
it's,
second version or a sequel?
no, sequel. It's a sequel.
When the hell was there a sequel?
No, it's been out for a while, bro.
All right, whatever. Fuck.
Brad, you funny, bro. It's wrong. Okay, whatever.
I mean, that's all you really can say to that.
see, this is why I like streaming and doing pocket with Brad. He's just straight honest with you. It's like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I can't get mad.
On the subject of live action Disney movies, can we just stop doing them now? Or
Oh, no.
at least the remakes of animated classics. Can we just stop doing them now?
They're not gonna do that, bro.
I know they're not going to, but can we just stop?
Well, I'll tell you what, though, they are making a black Little Mermaid. Ah.
Did you see that she got a lot of flack for being black?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not my problem. My problem is y'all keep remaking these live actions, and some of them are terrible.
Some of them, all of them, are terrible.
The Lion King was horrible to me. I love the Jungle Book.
I haven't seen Jungle Book yet.
Yeah, it's not.
Have you seen the original Jungle Book?
Yes, yeah. Oh, of course.
Oh
yes.
no, I mean the original Jungle Book.
What you mean the original?
Where Mowgli tries to kill the wolves.
No, I haven't seen that one. Nah.
No, that was the original Jungle Book from like back in like the 1950s, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't done by Disney. It was actually more true to life to the original book series, which was basically the author, a white dude, saying that you need to stay with your own kind and savages will be savages, aka the Indians, actual Indians from India, are savages and white people should stay white people because they're very smart and intelligent.
Well, actually, that's what what's his name did. Andy Serkis did.
What?
That's what when he did the Netflix movie Mowgli. That's what actually what you just said is what they did in that movie.
So there was another adaptation of the Jungle Book? Damn.
Yeah, well, actually, no, it's not called. It's not called the Jungle Book. It's called Mowgli.
No, I know the movie's called Mowgli, but it's like they did another adaptation of this story.
Oh but what you just said, that's what they did in that's what Andy Serkis did in his version.
Yeah, the original Jungle Book was basically white supremacist propaganda. That's what that movie. That's what the original story was.
Yeah.
It was basically the original book was basically boils down to the races need to be separate because one is superior to all others.
Wow.
That's what it was.
There you go. Perfect. Oh Jesus. There you go. No, I got your issue. Yeah, you done for it.
Like on the original Tarzan, the I think Clay, right? It's actually Tarzan's brother.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, in the original Tarzan book, Clay is actually Tarzan's brother. I don't think they know it though. But in the Disney movie, they recently just to show that it's a separate canon to the original book. They did originally say that they did come out recently and say that Tarzan is actually Elsa and Anna's brother.
Wow.
That those two adults that were taking care of him, those were the king and queen of Arendelle. Because the boat they were traveling on looked exactly like the boat that sank.
Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Spider-Man 1, okay.
Unknown. Okay.
Oh, this is her, okay.
Who? I don't know who this is.
I think she's Silver Sable. I think she's a more recent character for Spider-Man.
She's sexy though.
I think she's a weapons dealer /
Bounty
mercenary
hunter?
group. No, not bounty hunter. She's not a bounty hunter.
He works with us.
Your explanation, please?
This is Silver Sabanova, head of Stable International, a private security force,
Yeah.
paid for by Mayor
Oh, Jesus.
The mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be patient.
Ooh.
Oh, she's Russian?
We'll talk later.
I love the Russian women.
I think in the comics she wasn't Russian.
What was she? Just American?
Yeah, I think she was just a generic American white woman.
Okay.
Well, unless I'm mistaken. Again, I could be mistaken. Again, I think she's a fairly recent character.
I mean, you know more than me.
I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
I also think that at one point she does hook up with Peter.
Peter be getting all the women.
At least either that or it's again it's an out of context panel that I saw, but it's either that or she has a huge respect for him, or she was trying to piss somebody off by kissing him.
No, let me tell you something. I think it's
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found for that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find in each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to Faye for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. He's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was saying that I think it's both, bro. I honestly believe that it's both. Like, but either way, I'm just saying the man getting women, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that one.
Lord Jesus, Black Cat. This woman, good Lord. If it gets anybody else, I'm gonna be mad.
Peter is legitimately like I think the luckiest guy in Marvel, despite the fact that he lost his only father figure and his first girlfriend.
Yeah.
But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was beyond his law.
Ah,
Talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to stay busy. Might help him too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you ever heard from Mr. Lee?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I won't.
And that's so me. That's what I would do every time for my grandmother.
I should check out Lee's office.
I told her one time, just go to bed. I got this.
I told my mom that several times.
Yeah. and she said the same. She said the exact same thing like my Aunt May did. She's mom, you don't do that. I know. I got this. Go to bed. I got this.
My mom told the same thing. It got to a point where where at this point now when I say, she just goes, okay, and just go sit down.
Yeah, that's how it is.
His office is locked. How do I get in there?
You know how to get in there, people.
Break the glass! Anyway.
Break the glass. You can do it.
Also, while we're on the subject, I think the actual question: which version of Spider-Man do you like better? The one where he can shoot webs organically, or the one where he has to make his own?
No,
webs?
organically. I like it organically. It's just because for me, it's just like he never runs out. But it's just it'd be cool. It's just I don't know something about like I'm just saying anybody like any man would be like if you were able to have that power and it comes out your hand organically. You know how dope that would be.
I get where you're coming from, but here's the reason why I prefer it where he can make it.
Okay.
On the one hand, it shows that when he got bit by the spider, it imparted some extra knowledge onto him and made him a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
And B, it adds an extra bit of attention to a scene because he can't just use it willy nilly. It's like Batman's batarangs. He has limited supply, so he can only use it as a last resort. He can't just use it whenever.
Yeah.
So when he runs out, he's got to think on his feet. So I prefer it when. So I do kind of prefer it when he can't just use it where it's cartridges.
Should be right on the other
What
side
the?
of the
What is this?
His parents. Looks like there's a
What did they say? Something just.
Yeah, I heard something. I hope everything's good.
parents abandoned him. Why build a shrine to the people who threw you away? This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that
also going to bring in the yin and yang. So we got black and white chess, all this kind of stuff. So there's some kind of foreshadowing here.
Jesus, he did a lot.
Mhm.
Good Lord.
Got a traditional Chinese sword
What's this? That
and a key.
take key.
This fits the lock in the portrait.
Ah. What are you up to?
Peter, you didn't get to close the blinds?
Yeah. Bro, that's a good question. He's doing this in broad daylight.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That is, bruh. Genius, Brad. That makes so much sense.
Some kind of puzzle lock.
I'm not certain.
No, I'm not saying that's right either. I'm just trying to get.
No, I'm saying that's right. I'm not certain I get what's going on.
Me either. I'm just trying. That's right?
You're making the yin yang symbol.
Oh. Okay. Move this. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Hold on. No, that's not right.
You gotta switch to the center.
Oh, you can move this. Oh, I know you can move the center. Ah.
So it looks like one moves
Yeah.
faster than the other one does.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to. Let's see. Can I move this one again? Let's see. Rotate. No. That circle goes there, I think. Probably got this all wrong. Let me see. Okay. So let me see what the center again. Wait a minute. Hold on. Go back to this. Okay. Wait a minute. Right there. Move this. Oh, damn it. Okay, okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. Lord, I'm glad this ain't timed. Oh, I'm lost in the middle part. It's what's throwing me off. The middle part is throwing me off so bad. I know it's.
Would you like a hint?
Yes, please.
You had it right the first time.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. You had it right the first time, and then you added an extra step.
Oh gosh.
At least from my understanding, I think that's what happened. So, what you want to try to do is you want to try to line it up to where the big circles form the yin yang pattern.
Yeah, in the center, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But the smaller one. So again, line the white one at the top.
Alright, let me try it again.
Then you gotta use the lever on the right. I want to say lever on the right.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. See, this is why Brad better puzzles than I am. Okay.
And there you go.
Oh!
Because the middle one circle moved faster than the other one did. All you had to do was just line it up until they eventually aligned, and you would have been done. You literally had it, and then you would have did 3 separate steps.
I tell you this right now: if we were robbing a bank and gotta open a case or a safe, Brad is the one doing that. I can't, Brad.
Photos of Meg.
Father would say I've lost the path of balance, and he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Hear that all the time.
Very generic line, but okay.
Yeah.
So we see that there's black and white, and there's a woman photo with him, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's his mother and father, but I think it's just in the black and white version. Alright. That's it. I got a bad feeling about this.
This is all about Norman Osborn. His whole career. He must have been obsessed.
So Osborn did do something in the timeline.
Yeah.
Must be back when Oscorp was first founded.
Because why else would Lee do this? Just because it's something that Osborn did.
Yeah.
Because nobody would be that evil to go out their way just to kill somebody.
Well, it's not even go out the way to it. Is that from that recording, or at least with that recording I'm getting set up from there, is that he basically betrayed everything that his father taught him for this.
She was
Yeah.
obsessed with masks. Is it a union thing? Like, he needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out?
I mean, that happens. That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so what am I missing here? I'm sorry. Look.
Oscorp lost a lawsuit about improper clinical trials years ago. Did they cover this up? I've never heard of it.
Oh, shoot. So he covered. Oh, something with Osborn covered something up. That has. It's okay. Osborn announces re-election. Osborn, no disease we can't eventually cure. Osborn's economic plan will worsen poverty. I can't read some of this. Osborn returns to work. Landslide. Osborn said your family is safe. Okay.
You know, it's a journal on the desk that you didn't read. At least I wonder if you can read it anyway.
Yes.
This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
I don't think it's that one. I think it's the one to your left.
Oh, thank you.
No, you can't interact with that, huh? I thought you could.
Mm-mm.
Why put it on the desk?
Okay, yeah, we already played that already. Oh, shoot.
It's a burglary. Wires destroy everything.
One more round.
Where is it? Oh, right there.
Maybe, I don't know.
What's it? Oh, right there.
Think of what could have happened.
Yeah, and I would have been pissed if it was Aunt May.
To be fair, it's behind such an elaborate trap that no one thinks to get in there.
I just can't believe he's doing this in broad daylight. Peter, you gotta be quiet, bro. This is still in broad daylight, my dude. Oh, Jesus. Please, please.
Hello, Peter.
Oh, my
Saw that
God.
coming.
I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back. Thank you.
And heading off again. Great. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
I'm an Osborn around. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you were both safe.
Amen.
The bombers are still out there. In the knows what they plan next.
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about.
Oh,
As long as
Jesus.
you stay away from places you're not supposed to be.
Oh, just a threat.
Well, I should go.
That's a threat, my dude.
When my work is done.
I do like how they basically make Martin out. It's like, I don't think Martin legitimately wants to harm Peter or May.
No, but he just telling, but he just telling Peter, stay out of my way.
Yeah, because as far as he knows, Peter's just Peter.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Let me tell you something. He knows he's Spider-Man.
No, I don't think he does.
Well, what's this then?
Just a gang. As far as he knows, it's just a gang trying to gang up on him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Again, the thing about it is that like Peter, for the most part, doesn't use any of his like spider powers. As far as you know, he's just decent at defending himself.
Oh, okay. Cause my thing was I was thinking because in any shape or way or form that he's fighting, I would have thought somebody would have called him. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Those same moves are what Spider-Man does. Okay, he must be Spider-Man then.
But well, again, that would be a very, very big stretch in that situation.
Yeah,
because
sure.
again, Spider-Man's much faster, much stronger, and would not have struggled like that.
Gotcha.
As far as Martin's concerned, probably concerned as far as like what Peter probably found and how he survived the burn room.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned, the trap just didn't go off right.
Gotcha.
Sounds destructive.
So,
What is it?
so again, I don't think at this stage
Yeah,
Martin knows he's Spider-Man.
Okay.
No, again, I could be wrong, but
Yes.
based on the context clues that they're giving us and how they're portraying certain things,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stands up. I'll put out an APB.
Cause and see the other thing that was making me think that he knew because he said the rally. Because who was at the rally? Spider-Man was.
Yeah, but again, so were like 100 other people.
That is true. Yeah.
and
yeah.
Spider-Man wasn't at the rally. Peter Parker was.
Oh no, that's right. No, my bad. Sorry, no, that happened after. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So yeah, I can do that.
I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. The thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remember Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was it's all connected.
There's more, but I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
See ya.
Damn, he still got doing MJ. This dude is a sly dude. I just can't believe this man is just. He really impresses me. Like it's just him now. Peter is really that dude.
Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Exciting news. Come by the lab.
Oh, I'm coming my lab.
Now?
This is my defining moment. Can't
Uh-oh.
wait to show you.
Cool.
Okay, that is good.
Plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay.
You hear how he's really excited.
Yeah.
I have a job again. Guess I can stop by just for a minute.
And again, you are Spider-Man. You can get to that dinner pretty fast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let me ask you this: Would you do his job
I wanted to make sure you're still available.
What?
like Peter Parker's job as Spider-Man?
To keep the wolves from
Dropping the mine.
Okay. Are you afraid of heights?
No. Like today, we've been over this. I literally
Also,
want,
yeah.
I literally want a base jump in a squirrel suit off of Mount Everest.
Yeah, no. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I know. I'm thinking about somebody else. There's somebody else who told me. I keep forgetting that you did something with that. Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, Brad. Nah, bro, you have white because ain't no way. Base jumping in a squirrel. Like I said again, I can see Brad doing that. Literally, base jumping off Mount Everest in a squirrel suit.
Well, maybe not Mount Everest, but it'd be off some kind of top.
But you
place.
would do that though.
Yeah, I would do it.
See?
I'd be scared out my mind, but I still do it.
Yeah, see, now, see, that's how I know you and Tom Cruise, if y'all in the movie together, y'all work perfectly. Y'all work perfect because you would do some stuff like he would.
Well, I would have too many safety precautions around, but yeah.
No, you.
No, I would. I would only do something if I knew for a fact I could do it. It wouldn't be just because I want to do it.
Okay. All right, Peter. Let's see what Doctor has in store for us. Octavius Industries.
Yeah.
Hello, Peter. I'll be Dr. Bennett.
Look at Otto. Like,
Look at all this new stuff.
I thought I lost the grant.
yeah, I thought he did too.
And Peter just said, look at all this new stuff. So something must be up.
Yeah. I don't know whether
Get
that's
better about organizing our workspace.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texador. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's the thing with me too. I couldn't be in the war. I couldn't be a soldier.
You've been busy.
Just getting started.
It would depend for me, but I'm not just gonna go overseas because someone tells me to.
Yeah.
What they were, when we can make them better.
Okay. I think that should do it.
You can make them better. Okay, well, let's see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I was pretty dope, though.
Ready?
It is. That is a big controller.
Very well articulated, too.
He really is. Wow.
Everything okay?
Well, you almost got it.
Almost got it.
This is all your fault, Norman. Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
Like you just said.
Yeah.
It was a good joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test.
This is why I love Peter Parker. He just
So, hope you don't mind me asking, but it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history. We were lab partners in college. Became friends.
Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world just in different ways.
Wait, you were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp.
wow.
In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and well, it is a catchy name.
Oh, wow, that's actually a pretty interesting origin for the company.
Yeah, it is.
Getting more and more obsessed with genetics. We started a project I considered unethical. There was the... Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work,
Don't worry, it'll work. Let me just fix this.
Yeah, because the original continuity, Norman had nothing, Otto had nothing to do with Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that because now the first one I saw again was the one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
That's for I ever seen Otto.
And Otto, I don't think he ever even had a company.
No.
In the original, his original introduction.
Yeah, I do remember what was it? In the movie Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
that Otto had his little Otto needed help from Harry,
Yeah.
and Harry Harry helped him out with, and oh no.
I'm not certain what you're supposed to be doing here.
Wait a minute. So the actual voters, it says.
So you need to drop one.
Okay.
So you got. Let's see if I'm looking at this right.
Actual.
So
Oh.
the two at the top are +3 each.
So let me get rid of this. Can I get?
Can you?
No, not that one. I can't remove that one. Okay, so I can't remove these 4 here.
You can't. No. You can't remove. You can't remove 6 of these volts.
Yeah.
But there is one in the center there, so it looks like you're going to have to redo the entire circuit.
Yeah. So let me remove these real quick, and let's do it this way. What was I saying? I can't remember.
Yeah, you're talking about Spider-Man 2 and Harry and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember in that one, like Harry was the one in the movie that was paying Otto's bills and everything.
Okay.
Is that a -3? Okay, I see.
No, you have several minus circuits to go in there now.
Okay.
Those a few pluses. So let's. Well, before I do that, do you want me to help you solve this?
No,
or you want to try it first?
I'll try it real quick.
Because I have a bad habit of backseat.
No. I had no problem with it because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. There are times where I do not understand how to do puzzles. Sometimes, not gonna lie to you.
It happens.
Oh, rotate. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, let me turn this. Ooh, that's way too high.
You
Okay.
got 8.
Yeah.
+3 and +5 down there.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do +3. Okay.
But the one thing that I do like, and this is something that people. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Star Wars again.
No, that's fine.
Specifically Last Jedi again. People praised Rey being no one from nowhere because they were sick and tired of lineages and everything being connected because it made the universe, this big universe, seem much smaller than what it supposedly was.
Yeah.
When people kind of forget that these are movies that are meant to tell one slowly unfolding narrative, you're going to have a focal point no matter how big the universe is. That's what the expanded universe stuff is for. But going back to it, I kind of like it when the world is a little bit smaller in some regards.
Yeah.
And have things be connected in this certain way, because when you have it like that, when you have it connected in that way, what you end up doing is when you do introduce this element, you're then intrigued by how it connects back to the overall thing, if it connects back at all, or it that's the one for here, or it helps to revamp or revitalize a series. But
yeah,
having something be connected doesn't inherently make something smaller. It just means that you're trying to do something bigger with what you got. I hope that makes sense. I'll admit I am a little bit tired, so it might not come out as the best explanation.
I truly get what you're talking about. And honestly, people, I'm not just saying that. I do. I was listening.
Good, because I have no idea what I just said. I think what I'm trying to say is that having things be connected is not inherently wrong.
Yeah. Because
what you're doing is you're basically kind of foreshadowing things.
Yeah.
/ leaving breadcrumbs, because otherwise you have a potential to have a situation where something just comes out of nowhere and you take your audience out of the situation.
Yeah, no, I got you, yeah.
So while this one small change of having Osborn and Octavius be the founders of Oscorp, it basically changes that dynamic in the game from it being Osborn's brainchild to being the product of two geniuses, one of which left because of differences. It could be any number of things. But what Otto said, basically, Osborn was too heavily he got too heavily involved in genetics.
Yeah.
And he said that it was something unethical, and I think probably ties back into what happened with Martin and Lee, because again...
Yeah, because something's going on with that whole scenario to me.
Yeah, because again, we found out that Otto was there when it first started, that there was a lawsuit that Oscorp lost that no one knows about, that Otto left during that lawsuit, and it happened as a result of an unethical genetic experiment that Norman himself got involved in. So willing to bet you good money that unethical experiment is the reason why Martin hates Osborn.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna lie to you, I'm kind of glad Otto was not part of that situation, because that would have ended so bad.
Okay, I think I see what you need to do.
I can use your help.
So you're on the right track, but you gotta keep in mind that you have
Like the circus and everything.
yeah. So what I would do,
Okay.
that one straight circuit you got that doesn't have a number on it,
Okay. Right.
I would delete it and move those two circuits next to it back one.
So move these two right here.
Yeah, move them back one space.
Okay. Move it. And then move that one. I think I was that right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, don't move it down. Move that one, like put it in the top spot, but move it back over a space.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having my little dumb moment today. Like I am not good at puzzles. That's just the honest truth.
Yeah.
And that one just leave, and you want that one right here.
Well, either one can go right there, but that's the point. They bring those
Okay.
two corner circuits back a bit, connect them.
Okay.
No, rotate that one back. Now put a straight circuit right there. Do the same thing on that side, but in reverse, because now you got 5 corner pieces left.
Okay. And then here.
Not that one, because you got one right there.
Yeah.
Now go over to that one,
Oh.
and you have a -3, and then you just hit straight.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna lie, I figured that out like about 15 minutes ago. I just wanted to see if you were gonna do it.
Nah, that was never gonna happen. Ain't gonna work.
Because it's a logic puzzle is what it is.
Yeah, see,
And logic puzzles can be tricky when you're not thinking about it.
but again, this is why you get a lot of puzzles. I've never done puzzles.
We did it. Next step, neural interface. It's a lot of work for you to do by yourself. Sure you can handle it? Apparently not, judging by today's debacle. Because I still haven't found another job. My funds are still. I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right? Changing the world.
Wow, he's so optimistic. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's just a really good kid.
And again, I like this.
I'll be back later.
I like how they changed the dynamics of basically all the characters to tell the
Yeah.
stories. Now I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, me either.
Like, you can kind of predict a few things, but you can't. But you just don't know.
Yeah. Wow, I'm truly impressed with the story. That Otto story, that Otto and
Norman.
yeah, no, I keep forgetting his name. Norman. Yes, thank you. It's truly interesting.
The only reason why I remember that name is that I had to punch a dude in high school named Norman because he was a jackass.
Yo, that is hilarious how you remember.
The dude hated being called Norman because it was the whitest name you could give a black guy, especially someone as dark as him.
Oh, he was black. Oh, wow.
He was this burnt black guy, and I say that as another black man who dressed worse than Carlton did in Fresh Prince.
No,
and he legit thought he was as thug life as Snoop Dogg. He was so cringe. His own cousin didn't want anything to do with him in school.
Yo,
And his cousin actually was legit that slick. He wasn't like as like hardcore down, but he was someone you could sit down, talk to, kind of joke around
But
with.
still, though.
It was to a point where this guy wanted everyone to call him Tony.
Oh, Jesus.
I intentionally, I remember his whole name too, I won't say it out loud, but
Yeah.
I intentionally called him Norman just to piss him off because I was so sick of him basically trying to call me the whitest kid in school.
Wow.
Because I was that kid who sat in the corner and just read a book.
Oh, okay, so you like, yeah.
I dressed basically as up to style as I could. I didn't dress like a geek. I just dressed V-neck white shirt, decent like jacket, some sweatpants, and some new shoes for the most part, and a silver necklace. I would just sit in the corner and just read books. But because I read books and this guy wanted somebody he could try to get over on, and I didn't talk much.
Yeah.
I was the person.
Wow.
And then one day I just punched him hard as I could in his mouth. And what little reputation he thought he had,
he lost.
Died.
No, I believe it. I believe that. Jesus.
Like, he went from being the loudmouth kid, like, put it like this. I was the class clown and everybody thought I was funny. People laughed at my jokes. People laughed at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I was the class clown. He was the class joke. So.
That's crazy.
What's the problem? What was I about to say about that?
No,
but yeah, it's a whole thing. It basically after that he went really quiet rest of the year. And this was senior high school.
Yeah, no, but
like
no, but
last 6 months I think.
Yeah, but this was no, but that's the interesting story. I ain't gonna lie to you though. That's just the fact that he thought he was like cool.
Yeah, he legit thought. Anyone went to school with me, you already know who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
God. Wow.
He legitimately thought he was
like
that dude. And the thing was, I think he was in ROTC at one point.
That still don't matter though.
It don't matter, but it basically just goes to show. It's basically like it just kind of goes to show. Also, we're going to call it here in a little bit here.
All right.
But it does just go to show that it's like.
Lord have mercy.
Hot damn. That's basically their dynamic in the comics. She just flirts outrageously with Spider-Man.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, anyway, that's how I remember Norman's name. Is that the comics? Is that the series?
That's funny,
I just
bro.
associated with this annoying prick in high school that I kept my mouth shut around for 4 years. I didn't want to start no fights. I didn't want to do it. It was the only fight I ever got into, if you can call it that. It was basically I punched him in the mouth. He tried to act all big and bad.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the school basically laughed at him the rest of the year.
Yeah.
He never said nothing to me. He was he was out of school the next 2 days because after the fight. I came in the next day fully put into basically having to break this dude's jaw. It wasn't like I just punched him in the gut. I punched him square in the mouth, mid-sentence, in the hallway, after lunch, in front of all the school, including some of the girls he was trying to act all tough and funny with.
I got a fist bump you on that one, bro. That's just a marvelous story.
And I got away with it too. I didn't even get in trouble for it.
Yeah, of course you deserve, bro. What in the world?
Oh no, this was in the hallway in front of a bunch of teachers.
But here's what I'm saying. If anybody would think you get in trouble for that, I might know they're crazy. That man was bullying you.
No, he wasn't bullying me at all.
Oh, he wasn't.
He was just talking smack.
Oh, so
he was. He's one of those people that puts on a show in front of everybody else to look cooler than he actually is. I wasn't being bullied by him. Period.
Gotcha.
He was just running his mouth thinking that he was tough shit.
Wait, you know what's funny? You say that?
Yeah.
He reminded me of old boy at work. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, this is probably it for tonight, though. But this was a very good story though with Otto, Norman, and just seeing like the dynamic between MJ and all of them. Just wow, this is a really good story.
Yeah,
I'm really loving this story. But our next stream will be on Wednesday.
It'll be on Thursday, and we're going back to Prince of Persia.
Oh yes.
So it's gonna be my days. We're going to be on session 3 of Prince of Persia.
Correct.
And we are currently in. If you didn't catch last Friday's stream, we are currently in the underground sewer system.
Correct. Yes.
Or waterway. I can't remember what the exact place was, but again, we'll see you Thursday. We're taking tomorrow off.
Yep.
And it'll be back to me.
Sounds good. Talk to you later, guys.
Peace out.